Okay, so my phone overheated because we left the phone on the dashboard in the sun.
Do you know how hot it is outside? It's 108. It's 108.
My phone got up to 108 degrees, and my phone was like,
live in a,
too bad, dummy.
We live in a temperate state, but our area specifically just bakes in the summer.
Our city's on the edge of a desert, so...
Yeah, we're fertile. We're a fertile desert. But we were just about to start getting to the point and getting beyond our stupid banter.
Right, okay.
And Pink Floyd is playing, so
we're going to...
inspiration. Right.
How is Pink Floyd inspiration? Pink Floyd is what you do when you don't... When you're doing nothing. Like, who goes to Pink Floyd like, I need some inspiration. I'm going to listen to music that's super slow.
It's better mood music than whatever is been playing on the other...
This is like the music that you have sex to. This isn't the kind of music that you get inspiration
from.
Maybe
that's inspired. A funny thing. This is a thing one of my Aquarius friends said. He's a musician, and we frequently compete musically, like just in terms of skill. And he's like, I've got this theory that all music is about sex. All music, you know,
he's the Freud of music.
Apart from lyrics, it's got, you know, it's got the swelling, it's got the climax that you're reaching for. There's, you know, there's the tension and release, and it's very much the same way in sex. And I'm just like, you've got something there. Like, there's something to that theory.
You can say that about anything. There's something. I've got this theory that all food is about sex. I mean, there's the original getting of it, there's acquiring it, all the work of getting it, and then there's like the bringing up to your mouth. That's kind of like the climax, and then you bite down onto it, and there's just like the release as it goes down in the relief as you stop getting hungry.
Part of playing musically or soloing musically, because he's so into improvising, you know. When you want to solo really well, you've got something, you need to have a goal that you're going to, you know, something to build up to, and there's like a point of satisfaction. Yeah, that's an interesting just sort of theory.
Why is it all talking? I don't even know what this is, but we're listening to it. So, okay, that's a cool point that I wasn't listening to. So, what were you saying about your... what you do with your friends when you're not, like on a regular day, what signs do you usually hang out with?
Yeah, and I said too many Aquariuses.
Many Aquariuses, and I love Aquariuses, okay. And then what?
I both love them and hate them because we're pretty fortunate. I've got a really close Aquarius friend, and so do you. And they're pretty wonderful and they're interesting, but that's because they're like remotely intelligent or skilled at one particular thing. But like when they're stupid Aquariuses, it
kind of like misses the point of being Aquarius. Like, what do you...
really insufferable because they're weird. Aquariuses are weird, but you know they're so unique and they're, you know, kind of self-absorbed in their weirdness, and it's just uncomfortable. Never mind.
I like weird. Anyway, so you'd hang out with all Aquariuses pretty much?
Yeah, a couple of them, but.
Are they
my Aquarius friends has got, you know, at least one earth sign friend, a water sign friend, and a fire sign friend too. So that's actually pretty balanced among the among the elements. He's got I hang out with lots of Sagittarius men, I guess. Got a guy who I guess for all intents and purposes is a boyfriend, I guess, and he's a Sagittarius.
Oh.
And he's a big dummy.
I don't know what his sign was.
You didn't know? So he's a Sagittarius, and yeah.
He's done fucking.
Shit. So sorry. Oh shit. We're gonna have to edit that.
We can't edit it. That's why we can't edit on an iPhone.
Oh my god.
Just don't touch anything.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, so we're gonna stop talking about you because you're boring and obviously you break things when you talk about things.
I thought this question was also directed at you. Just tell us.
I was starting on you. That way we can get your stuff out of the way. And then you're like having a meltdown and throwing things. Damn. You didn't want to talk that bad. Yeah, I could just start talking for you. You could have just said something. You need like a sign.
Say something.
I am saying something. I'm making fun of you.
All right,
so, the people that I would normally hang out with on any given day, typically are going to be either coworkers, and not because I want to hang out with them, but because I'm working, or my girlfriend and her family. I believe my girlfriend's family consists of her. She's a Capricorn. Her younger brother is a Cancer. I don't know about her older siblings, but they're not even there because they're older. And then I want to say her dad is a Libra and her mom's a Cancer. Too many Cancers in that family. But it's funny because her brother's super whiny and super emotional, and he has mood swings, and like he just likes to yell and shout a lot and likes to tell people what to do, but likes to complain about everybody else telling him what to do.
Oh, dude, I know a Cancer guy that's like that. Just like the guy I was telling you about earlier. He's just this big guy, and he seems so chill all the time, but I've heard some explosively, I guess, emotional outbursts from him. Because, like, one day, he was also high, but he was in an intense amount of pain. He had, like, a toothache or something. Ooh. And just, like, I was at his house, so I'd hear from, like, the other side, he was screaming, my fucking tooth! Ah! And he was, like, just swearing and cursing. He was, like, exploding all over the place, and, like, didn't really know what to do, and he's like, why won't this fucking Vicodin kick in? God damn it! And it's like,
that's pretty good.
No, Cancers have been pretty moody. His outbursts were kind of similar to, you know, our Cancer friend. Yeah.
I feel like I like being a water sign. If I wasn't going to be a Scorpio, I'd probably want to be one of the other water signs. Probably Pisces, because I don't really like Cancer that much, but I just noticed that they're all, like, just from the people I know. Like, I know astrologically they're supposed to be this way, but I noticed that most of them are moody to some degree. I know that Cancers are the more unstable emotional kind. Like, because, like, the Cancer of ours that's not a musician is kind of, he can go back and forth really fast depending on who he's with and changes. He's like a chameleon. Like, just always changes with who he's with. Whereas the other one's kind of like, he's just kind of like a rubber chicken. He just goes along with the flow. Then, I don't know, like, Pisces isn't... Pisces are just, like, all over the place, but, like, in a good way. Like, here I am, and here's my emotion, and you guys are great.
Like to find a Pisces, man. I mean, Scorpio and Pisces are supposed to be, like, the most compatible. Like, they make good combination.
They both understand each other, and, like, they're deep in emotional intensities, and they know each other's needs pretty well.
Yeah, I haven't found many Pisces men. Jensen Ackles is a Pisces man. My guy from Supernatural.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the other? We've just got like that one Pisces friend, and she's super sweet. She's got like such a Pisces blog. Like, oh my gosh. She posts the hipster stuff and the Bible verses, and her URL is all girly. And she posts like butterflies and puppies and happy monogamous relationships and weddings and flower crowns and like pastel colors and like, oh my gosh. But I just remembered her boyfriend is a Scorpio.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's a Scorpio. He also speaks no English. She's a native English speaker and he is a native Spanish speaker, and she's just a really good Spanish student. And so they met one time in their life. They person and then just kept talking to each other for a year and fell in love, and they like have seen each other. They've seen each other 2 times like in their lives. I think it's romantic. I think it's really romantic.
It reminds me too much. Well, I mean, she's further along than this guy, but it reminds me of that same Cancer guy we were talking about, kind of emotionally. Remember one of his girlfriends a long time ago? I think it was like either early on in high school. Yeah, I think it was early on in high school. Remember how he had that one girlfriend that he had never met before?
Hardly even remember. He went through a lot of
Okay, so let me tell the story. So, this friend of ours had dated our Gemini friend at one point, and then they both regret that. They were both so embarrassed that they dated each other because that's just hilarious.
Wow, that's just a painful memory.
And then after that, he dated someone else, dated her again, and then dated someone else.
2 times?
Yeah, twice. And then I think it was, so that's 4 times. I'm counting the recount twice. And then I think it was this person. I think it was the person after, the 5th person. He dated her. Didn't work out, of course, because they're in high school and they're freshmen, whatever. Actually, I think she was in junior high. But after that, that girl decided to spread his number across all of her friends, all of her female friends. And so one day, he gets a text from this person, I think, and so then she texts him, and they start talking, and then eventually, I don't know how do you decide that you're dating someone?
Dating.
Like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
are we dating? Oh, I guess so, even though we've never met. All we know about each other is that we've texted each other and called each other.
Gosh,
And she
such
lived in
idiots,
a city
guys.
thousands and thousands of miles away. In a city
Gosh.
that we don't live anywhere near at all. Like, it is an all-day trek to get there and back, and he's never met her before. And he only met her like 2 or 3 years after they stopped dating, and that was the one. So that's the one time they ever met in their entire life. Yeah, that was funny. I kind of liked her though. Like, out of all the girls that he dated up to that point, I liked her the best because she was very brash and more mature, I think, than the girls that we were around. But it was funny because we play like Call of Duty with her and stuff, and she'd be like, "Suck my dick!" and then she'd just run out there and die, and then someone would kill her. She's like, "You fucking bastard! I can't believe you killed me! Suck my dick!" And we're like, "Oh."
Hello, strange men. We've hit 11 minutes now.
You want to keep going?
We could just keep going. Is there any way we can like cut it out? I think we can, even on an iPhone, we can cut out some portions.
I guess we'll find out, and if not, then this part will still be in there.
Wow, okay, really boring. I think that story was very necessary. But one thing, here's an interesting question to pose to our viewers. Like, even if there's only 3 of you, I would like you to submit if you could bend, like in Avatar: The Last Airbender, if you could be a bender of any element, what would it be? Is it concurrent with your astrological sign? Because I would want to be a waterbender. I am a water sign, and I want to be a waterbender.
I guess, I think the only reason I would want to be a waterbender is because I'd be so freaking lazy. Like, I'd be on the couch and be like, I gotta pee, but I don't want to get up, and then just
Waterbend the
send it
pee
away.
out of you.
And then, if you missed, it's not my problem. And then if, I think...
But dude, bloodbending, so cool.
Ugh, that's gross to hear a woman say that. Anyway, so, I think, other than that, it'd be like, if there's like water on the counter and I was so lazy to get up, just bend it to me. I don't know if it applied to soda, but if it did, just like, open up a can and just bend it to me, and just like... just down my throat, down the hatch. Maybe alcohol too, just sneak it out of the store. I don't know if that'd work though. But I think other than that, I want to say firebending would be pretty cool. I wouldn't want to airbend, that seems really boring. I'm sure there's ways to use it, like flying would be amazing.
Our Gemini friend wants to be an airbender. She liked earthbending.
I like earthbending
initially.
too. Earthbending would be a lot of fun, just for recreation. Just look at me, I can stomp on the ground and a rock comes up and I can punch it at you, but
Not my style.
I think I'd rather firebend. It's more attack based. Like, I think it's more emotive too. Like, your emotion is poured into it, channeled, and then that's what you attack with. Whereas if you're just kind of like, I don't really care, then it's like kind of. Why do you keep staring at everybody that walks by? You look kind of like a scared cat. Like
faces. You give me a weird look sometimes.
maybe you're weird looking.
You're weird looking.
Pretty handsome.
So am I. Got a pretty face.
You're pretty handsome.
I'm pretty handsome. That used to be an expression you could use.
I know. It's kind of an archaic way of using it, though.
Nothing wrong with archaic.
I don't know. Seeing as how they're not around anymore, something went wrong.
So, right. Do you think we should stop the video? Or think of more interesting things to talk about? No, I don't like that.
Well, you listen to a lot of uncool music on the radio. Oh, it's good.
Shut up.
You listen to the radio, that's why.
You shut up. Nope.
If I shut up, it'll make for a very boring video.
Yeah. But then I would talk, so then...
And then it'd be
at
more
least
boring.
Shut up.
Alright, well, we're kind of running out of things to talk about because we're dumb and stupid and uncreative. So, we're gonna go. But
Alright.
it was fun talking to you guys, talking at
Bye.
you guys. It was great. Alright, see you later. Bye-bye.